What's up, geeks, nerds, and all that line between? I'm JustACommonFan, back with another video. Today, today we're going to be looking at a mail haul / pickup haul of some stuff that I've grabbed recently that I can't wait to show you guys in future videos. Also, if you're wondering why I'm wearing this awesome DX shirt, old school style, not too old school, it isn't like the original DX shirt or anything like that. So because last night was WWE SummerSlam. It was a pretty good show. If you guys would like me to review that, or I might review that. If you want to know my thoughts on the SummerSlam, let me know in the comments here. Also, if you're wondering why I'm wearing my glasses and I'm kind of disoriented, it's because it's really early for me. It might not be really early. It's actually like 11 o'clock. But it's really early because just a common toddler decided to wake up at like 3:30, 4 a.m. and throw a Jack sized tantrum. I mean, it was a tantrum the world has never seen before, and so it took a while to get him back to sleep in his own bed. And so the whole entire family, everybody in this house, including the dogs, just recently woke up. So I apologize if I'm a little disoriented, but let's jump into it, right? So first up, I want to cover, if you follow me on my Instagram, which if you don't, why aren't you? It's at the bottom. JustACommonFan, one word. The link is at the bottom. You've probably already seen most of this stuff, but for those of you who don't, let me show you. So first up, I actually gave you guys a sneak preview of this in another video, and I cannot wait to open this. I'm a kind of person that, like, I don't know, I really want to give you guys an authentic reaction when I open stuff, and so even though I get stuff, I'm like, oh, I want to open it right now, I don't. And so first up, we got Silver Surfer. I fell in love with this character as a kid through the Fantastic Four series, and I think he also popped up on either Spider-Man the animated series in the 90s or the X-Men animated series in the 90s, or somewhere in one of those 90s Marvel shows he popped up. I kind of feel like he had his own show. Did he have his own show? I don't know, but I actually am in love with the Silver Surfer. It's like his name is like Norrin or something like that, from the planet Zenla. And this is a really cool figure. Not as cool as the original Toy Biz version of the Marvel Legends Silver Surfer, because that one had magnets in his feet. This one don't have magnets who connect to the board. It's just a peg hole because they made it a little bit cheaper. But look at that paint. I'm just really hoping that the paint on the back of the figure is not as is as good as this. I'll only see a couple of minor imperfections, but I got this from Walgreens, and funny thing, Walgreens somehow got my address wrong, and so they had the right address but the wrong city. I was able to catch it at the post office on a Monday morning before it was shipped back to Walgreens, but by that point Walgreens had already refunded me my money before it messed up the address. So not only is he a hard to find legend right now, but this was a free one, so that's cool. Next up, I purchased my first loose figures in the mail. Now I purchased these for a ridiculous price. I pretty much paid for all three of these figures for the same price that I would have bought one Marvel Legend at retail. So you know, it's a friend of mine on Instagram was like, hey, I'm selling these figures. And I was like, oh, how much for the Ant-Man and this one, that one, that one, that one? And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I'll take them all right now. He's like, oh, sorry, somebody already snagged the Jessica Jones. I was like, what? Because I really want that Jessica Jones Marvel Legend. She's right now on that Holy Grail, which she's not that hard to find. You can still kind of find her in some retail stores, but she's up there in that Holy Grail of like Marvel Legends. Matter of fact, I might do a video one day of my Holy Grail of Marvel Legends, the ones that I would actually like to collect if I could ever find them. So this was shipped to me in this beautiful Ziploc bag, but it's fine because it, you know, contains everything very well. So I'm going to go over these real quick, and I probably won't do a separate video on these figures, so this will probably be the first and only time that I show them off here. And honestly, some of these I'm not even 100% sure if I'm going to keep them, but we'll see. First up here, we have the Ant-Man from Ant-Man and the Wasp, which I absolutely love this figure. He doesn't come with many accessories, and his head doesn't have much articulation besides moving side to side because of, I guess, the way the helmet is molded. But it's really, really cool. There is some marbling here on the helmet, which I'm not too happy about. But hey, with the price that I paid for all of these, not worry about that at all. So, and of course, I had to get this Marvel Legend because of the ridiculous, something is ridiculous, something is awesome, Paul Rudd head sculpt. And I had to get it because this has been the most controversial head sculpt that I have seen recently in Marvel Legends. Just because of the weird smirk that's on his face. But there you go. I had to add that to the collection. I am a fan of the AntMan movies, and so yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. So, got that one. I'm also a fan of Marvel on Netflix, right? And so I'm looking to collect all the Marvel Netflix figures, except for the Iron Fist, unless I find him at like a ridiculously cheap price. Right now, you can only get that figure in like the 2018 SDCC Hasbro exclusive pack. And so I'm not really holding my breath. But I got Daredevil. You can see here it's pretty cool. Now, the guy who shipped this to me forgot to include his 2 extra hands. And so he can only hold his batons with one hand right now, which is fine. But hopefully he'll ship those other hands out to me shortly. But hey, that's always the risk, right? That's always the risk when you're buying loose figures. But still, with the figures that I got for the price that I paid for it, if I don't get the extra hands, I'll be okay with it. But what's really cool about this figure is not only the detailing. I don't know if you can tell the detailing and the pattern on his suit. This head sculpt is amazing. It does look pretty much like the Daredevil from the TV show. There's also some red marks on his face. I don't know if that's just a miss paint app or if that's supposed to be blood, but hey, either way, it fits the character. And here we have his batons, which I am a sucker for any Marvel Legends figure that comes with storage for their own weapons. That's why right here. That's why I love my Deadpool. This is still my favorite Marvel Legends ever because it has storage for everything. Storage for his katanas, his gun, his other gun, his knife. You can even port the rocket launcher into his back there. That's why this is my favorite. So when I realized that this Marvel Legends had storage for his batons, I was like, yeah, I gotta get that. Plus they also did sculpting on the bottom of his feet as well for his boots, which looks really cool. So I'm planning to do, at some point, if I get some kind of shelving or something in here, I'm planning on doing displays of these figures. And I decided that instead of trying to keep up with the Joneses, I'm just going to display the things that I love the most. And I love the Marvel Netflix series, so I want to have a display of that. And I have a couple of others, like the Fantastic Four, that I would love to do as well. And then this was a pickup because I was like, well, I have Deadpool. So, and I do like this character, and even though she's kind of being overused and oversaturated to a certain degree, but I had to get Gwenpool. How cute is she? And of course, she comes with like a bunch of different hands. She has like a peace sign hand. This hand is used to hold her cell phone, which she also has storage for in her belt. She has storage for her katana. She has a cute little penguin backpack. She comes with another head sculpt as well. I just love this figure. And then this figure is a little, and I think a lot of people have had, some people have had this issue with this figure, but it's a little loose right here because this T-joint, like the plastic casing, this seems kind of perverted, but the plastic casing where her T-joint is loose and keeps popping apart. So what I'm going to probably do is open it up one good time, put some super glue in there and close it up, and it should be good after that. But yeah, I wasn't really sold on this Marvel Legend because since she doesn't wear pants, it's her, legs look weird, but like I said, for the price, it was awesome. And then I also got this lizard tail, because Gwenpool was part of the lizard Build-A-Figure line, and so she came with lizard's tail. Look how much, I don't know what this plastic is in there, but look at how articulated this tail is. Like, this makes me really want to get the lizard figure. I'm probably going to end up selling this because I don't have any of the other lizard parts. But I mean, even the sculpting on the back of the tail, look at that, compared to the scaling on the front. It's so cool. So, yeah, that's that. What else can I cover real quick? Yes, like I said, I decided that I really want to work, and not work, I mean, this is just a hobby, this is supposed to be fun, right? So I really want to try to eventually have a display section that I would definitely show you guys if it's ever prepared. It'll probably end up being in the background besides, you know, the random stuff I have behind me now. But I really want to do a setups of characters that I really like, you know, and I don't want to get caught up in that, you know, how much to buy every figure in the line. I just want to display the things that I like the most, right? And if there's a Build-A-Figure in there, then I'm probably just gonna have to pay a lot of money to get on eBay. I don't know. But I'm trying to complete my Fantastic Four series, right? And so when I got a message on Instagram that this Silver Surfer was showing up at Walgreens, I just took a random trip out to a Walgreens. It's like, let me see if it's here. It says it's here online, but that's not always accurate. But I did run into a nice little sale, and I got the Invisible Woman, which I can't wait to unbox for you guys, and Mr. Fantastic. Look at that sculpted bang, though. Look how sexy that man looks. That sculpted bang, right? So I have these two, and then of course, right? Of course, you can't have these two without having another member of the family. And what's funny is that I was out buying some food for the family, out shopping, you know, Foodline, what have you, and then right by our grocery store, there's a Walgreens that's right there, like right in the same shopping center. So I was like, all right, it's on my way. I'll stop by the Walgreens, see if they have anything, and if not, I'll keep it moving. Well, I walked over, and again, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw my Instagram story. That's actually my first ever Instagram story, by the way, so I think it turned out pretty good. I ran into this guy. I was so close to getting this guy on eBay for a crazy price because I just didn't think I would ever find him in store again. And then sure enough, I walked in, they had two of them. And so I thought about, should I get both of them? And I was like, no, there's probably another person out there just like me who loves the Fantastic Four, trying to get all of them. Let's leave that second one for someone else. Let's just pick up the one. So I got Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. I'll be unboxing this for you guys soon. And I'm so close. So now for my Fantastic Four collection, the idea of the display I have in my mind anyway, I have Sue, Reed, Johnny, I have the Surfer, I have Namor, who has been both a friend and an enemy to the Fantastic Four. I want to get a Dr. Doom, and then I also want to get that original Black Panther that was released at Walmart whenever the Black Panther movie came out, because Black Panther debuted in a Fantastic Four comic. And so I'd like to have a display of all those characters because they represent so much of my childhood. I think it'd be really cool. Last up, I want to show you guys something that is beyond awesome. I can't believe I haven't actually unboxed this yet or opened this yet. I don't know when I'm going to find time to do so. But a long time ago, there was a little pre-order, a little SDCC pre-order announced from Neca for a certain property that is near and dear to my heart. And somehow you can only pre-order it over the course of 3 days, and once they were sold out, they were sold out. And somehow on the second day I got in there, my pre-order went through, and I got my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in the Half Shell, Turtle Power. I can't believe I got these. Oh my gosh, these are going for a ridiculous amount of money on eBay. There's no telling if Neca is actually going to re-release these for people to buy in stores or not, or on their website or not. And I'll give you a little preview for those of you who haven't seen it. And also, how cool is this? This is made to look like the actual VHS box. All of the pictures on here are pictures of the actual figures. So these are pictures of the toys. These are pictures of the toys. I mean, this is not a review. I'm sorry, it's not a review. This is just a showcase. Look at this. There's a little preview. Oh man. Okay, that's all I got for you. So that's it. Just a couple of things that have showed up in the mail recently that I haven't covered with you guys. A couple of things that I picked up. Thank you guys for watching. I think all this stuff is awesome. But what do I know? I'm just a common fan.